Okay, Facebook, let's get it. It is Black Friday, day 5. First, let me apologize for my voice. I've been sick the last few days, and my voice is leaving, but I do feel better, but my voice is gone. So I may not be here tomorrow because, sometimes I lose my voice completely, and it looks like that's where we're headed to. So if I don't come on tomorrow, I'll just make up with it. I make up for 2 days, and I wanted to come and talk to you guys about just some things that are going on with me as well beyond the Black Friday. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for putting up with all of the issues that I have, and just really hanging in there. And thank you so much for sharing. So please keep sharing. I think like we're averaging like 6 shares. One that had 7 shares. So please keep sharing. Keep up the shares. Share the videos. Like the videos. Comment on the videos. So we can just share information and do better. And I hope you guys are really going and clicking on the links and checking out the different artists and the different people as well. I have my tea here. All right. So I said we're going to start talking about some local businesses, and I'll probably do this for about 3 days, not consecutively, but intermittent. But today we'll talk about local businesses. I think first, let me say it's definitely easier to go online and shop Black businesses because it's worldwide. You're not limited to your city, your state, the nation. It's from sea to shining sea. I guess that has to do with America, but you get what I'm saying. So it's a little bit easier, but it is definitely doable to support the collective in your local city and support Black businesses in your local city. So one of the best ways to do so is just ask people. Almost everyone you meet, no matter what the capacity is, you could be, they could be your coworker, and you guys work at the state, or you work at one of the local schools, or it could be someone you meet that's a cashier at Target. Almost everyone you meet, if not everyone you meet, has some passion, has some talent that they also do. Whether they do hair, clearly I don't do hair. Whether they do hair, whether they're a musician, whether they create art, even a lot of like the financial planners that are here locally in the city. They started out working, for a bank or the finance district or what have you. Clearly, I don't know that much about finances either, but but they then had a passion to start their own business, to do their own thing. And one day I'm going to spend talking about different services as well, because that's probably one of the easiest. You can find Black doctors, Black lawyers, Black accountants, Black financial planners. So I'll talk about some of those as well in the future. So just ask people, what is it that you do? What is it that you enjoy doing? You look like an artist, or I know you probably have some type of passion. Just ask people, and they'll be more than willing to share. Usually they can like pull up their phone and give you a whole litany of everything they do, whether they're a baker or what have you. So just ask people that you know. The other thing you want to do is ask people who have their own businesses. So maybe these are people who, are off the corporate plantation, as Dr. Boyce Watkins would say, and they are, working for themselves. So ask them. Now, don't ask them, don't come up to me and be like, do you know any good children's book writers? Don't, maybe not ask them about their specific niche, but ask them, do you know any other artists? Do you know any other creatives who do soap, who do vegan foods, who are in health and wellness, and they can share that information with you. So those are just a couple tips. And then another tip, and this is who this video is sponsored by today. I'm going to be doing a couple upcoming holiday events. Festivus, which is December 8th through December 10th. And then the Kwanzaa 365, which is December 26th through the 29th. So that's the other way, is to go to different events. Maybe your church has events, or maybe you know someone who sponsors events or holds events during the Christmas season. Go around, even if you can't support, every artist or creative that's there, even if you can't support any of them, go around and get business cards, get information, because you can in the future. And then also, even if you don't, you can share that information. So that's a lot of times what I do, is I'll share information. Excuse me. I may not be able to support an event or artist, but I can share information on my platform, social media, and with friends and family. I actually shared a video today on my Facebook. It is bomb. Check dude out. I don't even remember his name, but it's like, Do You Love Judas? Oh my goodness, the song is fire. The video is fire, so check him out. So those are some tips for that. So today we're going to talk about paint and sips, all right? So the first person I'm going to talk about is Michael Shundo. So I put his website in the introductory link. Like before I post, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. So in the previous post, I put his link in there. So I'm super excited about this young man because he is really working hard, not just to be an artist, to, hold paint and sips, to create individual art for people. He does that as well. You can hire him to do something specific for you for your home. But he's really moving into making this very professional. So I checked out his website. I love his website. Check out his website, because a lot of times as artists and creatives, a lot of it's word of mouth. It's our Facebook page. And we don't necessarily move into, building those websites and building those other outlets. And one thing very specific about him that he shows on his website is that he holds a lot of children's parties and workshops. So, he talks about the different positive aspects of doing not paint and sips. I mean, you're not sipping, but, paint and juices with young people and with children. So definitely check him out. I recently did the book Keep the Peace, and the young people spent time painting. You've never seen so many people so enthralled, so focused, so at peace. I mean, they were just feeling good about creating art. I know with a lot of assignments, including writing, there's a lot of questions and people aren't really sure. But when you put that paintbrush in their hand, it's just wonderful to see them see their creative juices come to life. And it is very calming for adults as well. So Michael Shundo, so I'm pointing at the art. You see the beautiful black woman right there with the hat and the braid and the little boost. I know you see it. I actually painted that. So I went to a paint and sip of my cousin. It was her birthday. Michelle Johnson. Melanie, what's up? So, and Michael Shundo is her cousin. So she was like, I'm going to have a paint and sip for my birthday. And I'm so glad that she did, because it was super fun. And of course, I did the best art. So, I won. No, I'm just kidding. But, so definitely check out Michael Shundo. Lisa Cliff. I see her on Facebook all the time. She's always putting up her, like this is something that's difficult for a lot of artists too. And me, it took me a while to get here. When someone patronizes you, getting their picture and putting it up on social media. So she always takes pictures of her paint and sips, of her groups, of their artwork. And I mean, you could just see the smiles and the happiness, and yeah, it might be the wine too. But, so I love seeing that. And then also I went to an event last year. And if you've watched some of my videos before, I have a lot of Bridges family in Columbus. And I don't know everybody. Shout out to the Bridges family too, because they always come and rep. They come to my events And they're like, are you Stephanie? I'm like, yeah, I'm Stephanie. Hi. And they're like, I came to see you. I'm like, oh, wow. You came to see me, because it might not be my event specifically, but I'm like, oh, wow, I'm so glad you came out. And they're like, yeah, cuz. And I'm like, yeah, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. So shout out to the Bridges family. They always come out, represent, introduce themselves. But I was at an event and my mom was actually talking to Lisa. And it turns out that Lisa is related to the Bridges family as well. So she is family. So I really love her art, and I love what she's doing, because what she's doing, it really shows a sense of community, and like she's really enjoying it and having fun. Some of us, we do events, but we might be real introverts. So we have fun, but if, you gave us a choice, can I stay at home or can I, go out and do this event? We might stay home. But Lisa, I really, love the sense of camaraderie she has in the art that she does, and that she posts those pics up to keep us, celebrating and excited about the artists in each and every one of us. Then, okay, so now I'm going to talk about Nicole Burton. She does paint and sips as well. She does different workshops. I know I'm going to make stuff up because I don't know specifically what it is. But she does stuff like, she paints on chairs, or she might paint on wood, or she might say, bring a t-shirt or bring something. So sometimes it's on canvas, or sometimes you can just bring something. Oh, and I should also say that all these people they have their own events, but you can call them and say, I'm having a party, and would you come out? I want to do a paint and sip. So this is something great too if you have a business, if you have employees or something like that. It's something super cool, something different for the holidays. But she kind of, shakes hers up a little bit. So definitely check her out as well. Check out her paint and sips. And she is genuinely, truly one of my favorite artists. So, I run into her sometimes when I'm vending, and I'm like, oh my God, I'll be vending, but I'll be looking at her table like, I love her work. And then this is something that she created. I just love this. I had to buy this. I'm better now. I don't want vendors to think like, now when I vend, the last few times I vended, I didn't buy anything, because when I first started vending, if I had $1, I was spending it. I mean, you just get so excited. You see so many great things. So now I'm much, much better. And sometimes I'll go to events and I won't buy anything. And it's not that I don't love the art or don't want to celebrate, but it's just that if I'm doing it as a business, I have to keep business in mind. So then sometimes I'll go to events and I won't vend, and I'll go to, kind of spend money and interact. But if Nicole's there, I'm probably going to buy something, because her stuff just speaks to me. It calls to me. It says, Stephanie, I belong to you and you belong to me, and we're friends. So this is a mug that I got. Isn't she gorgeous? Okay. Then this is a t-shirt that I bought. So if you can see that. Isn't she pretty? So I bought that t-shirt. And then this is something else that I bought. And she is just gorgeous as well. Look at her. I know y'all are thinking, what is that? Can you fit that? I don't even care. I rock her. I don't care what y'all think. Isn't she beautiful? She loves me, and I love her. So that's just some of Nicole's work. So you definitely want to follow her. And I showed, I think, a picture of her, some of her art. And it's Kinks by Nikki. That's her artist page, Kinks by Nikki on Facebook. She's also on Instagram. So definitely follow her, check her out. And then my other favorite artist, there's a lot of artists locally that I love. I'm actually going to do a post about artists that I haven't been able to purchase from, but I really want some of their art, like all I want for Christmas. But anyway, Beryl, I can't say that word, Beryl Thompson. She is one of my favorites as well. I just love her jewelry. Okay, so I'm real basic. You know, when you think about like the artist community, I might be kind of eclectic, eccentric. You know, if you think in terms of like the business world or professional, but when you turn to the artist community, you know, I'm real basic. So Beryl, she makes something for everybody. She makes something for the flyest, for the most Afrocentric sisters, and she makes something for the basic bees like me. So I love her. And then one of my posts, I talked about how I thought I had lost her earrings. This is how much I love her jewelry, that, you know, how you lose something and you think about it later, like days later, weeks later, months later. Like I kept thinking about it, like, but guess what, y'all? I found it. Yes. So I moved, and you know, you're lifting beds, you're lifting furniture, you're lifting storage, you're going through, and I found both pairs, I found all my earrings. So this is one pair. Can y'all see that? That is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? And her jewelry is excellent quality. I mean, it stays together. I mean, like, no worries. This jewelry has been through some things. I told you I lost it, didn't know where it was, and found it when I moved. Like, isn't this gorgeous? I didn't mean to yell at y'all. I got excited because me and Beryl, so I just love her jewelry. I love her earrings. And she has something for everybody. And then this was the first pair of earrings that I purchased from her. And these are my silver ones. So I have the silver ones, and then I have the gold ones. I mean, and they're just gorgeous. I did reach out to Beryl to see what she's going to be doing this holiday season, because she's a person who vends, and she's super professional. Like, she's who I want to be when I grow up. Like, literally. I mean, she is so on point. But she's the one that actually told me about Festivus some years ago. So I'm hoping she'll be at Festivus. Definitely come out. And she told me about it some years ago. And I was like, all right, girl, I'm going to reach out to him. And they was like, So I was like, okay. But this year I did get in. So I'm excited about that. And hopefully Beryl will be there. But there's going to be people of every background there. So if you're looking for a crowd that's really diverse, you'll want to come out. There's going to be lots of art. There's going to be food. There's going to be wine. There's going to be music. I mean, they really kick it. So it's a lot of fun. I'm going to be there all 3 days, December 8th through the 10th. So I would love if you would just come and say, hey, you know, I seen you on Facebook, or what's up, Stephanie? How you been doing? Come and check me out. Come and check out everybody who's there. A lot of local artists, small business, Black artists. So if you want to support any of those, this is an excellent place to go. And so not only can you get like business cards and information for the future, but you can also meet people who are interested in the same types of things, who are interested in art and or interested in supporting local small businesses and artists, because we need you guys, okay? And then I'm going to be doing Kwanzaa. So Jill Jackson is the person who's actually planning Kwanzaa. So if you haven't seen her post, like, come out to the planning meetings. So I've seen it, and I was like, that week, see, when you had sent that out, but I was, so I'm not going to go to any of the planning meetings, but I will be there vending for Kwanzaa. And that's an opportunity for me to learn, okay? You know, as African Americans, and I'm proud to say I'm of African descent. I know we got a lot of people who look like me who, you know, don't necessarily think or want to be, or maybe they aren't from the diaspora, but I am. And I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about Black people. I love being Black. I think it's the best thing ever. So going to Kwanzaa is not just the opportunity for me to vend and hang out and meet people, but it's an opportunity for me to learn. They're talking about unity. They're talking about the collective. So this is something you definitely want to go to. And there's going to be lots of young people there, so you can support the young people who are going to be dancing and performing and doing different things. It's at the King Arts Center. It's going to be December 26th through the 29th. So after, Christmas and the holidays are over, the kids are still at home. You guys can go and hang out at the King Arts Center, learn, eat some good food, and just celebrate us, which is always a good thing. And Jill Jackson is bomb. I just want to shout her out too, because she's a person. I initially met her at I think it was one of Afrocentric's football games or something. Maybe my daughter was cheering or something. But she didn't have any children going to Afrocentric. She was there supporting, I think, her cousin who had children that went there. She was supporting her nieces and nephews, or, friends. She was just supporting, other Black people who had children who were participating. So that's the kind of person she is. She's always positive, always, when I've seen her in good spirits. You can't say someone's always in good spirits, but to me, she's always had a very open and good spirit. Her heart, so now I'm just sounding stupid. You know what I'm trying to say. She's an awesome, wonderful person. So she's doing this planning this year. She's working super, super hard. So please just go out and support. It's going to be 4 days. So even if you can just go one day, go out and support. Go out and say, you did an excellent job. I really appreciate all the work you put in. Because there are people around the city putting in work. And like I said, not for themselves, not for their own children, but for the community. And that's what Jill is doing. So I'm super excited about that. So again, thank you so much for being here on day 5. I apologize for my voice. It might get worse. If it does, I probably won't be on tomorrow. But I will come back and try to make up for any time that I missed. Please share this video, and please click on all the links, check out all the people, and continue to support Black businesses and Black services. So bless up, Black up. Peace.